Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm coming to you today with a fleet build, trying to use a Quasar. This is in anticipation for Wave 6, which should be coming out any day now, and I'm going to actually use the Quasar 1. I mean, the Quasar 2 just seems totally cool, but I want to use the double, basically the double offensive retrofit slot, and want to use disposable capacitors for one, and also increase their squadron limit with expanded hangar bay. So now they can activate 5. And this is all going to really kind of be for the squadrons with black dice. Imperials have a tremendous advantage in counter squadron play when it comes to black dice ships, black dice squadrons. So things like Valen Rudor and a couple of the shuttles are going to really do well. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's see, how many of those do we want? Let's go with 2 for right now. Maybe I'll do some more black dice stuff, like Bosk is actually pretty good too. And if I'm going to do him, I'll put Zertic Strom on there to kind of help him get his accuracy. Zertic is cool. And I think this is going to be one of those situations where I split up my squadrons and I kind of do them. Valen and the Lambdas off to one side, and then Bosk and Zertic go to a different side. I'm going to add some of my favorite black dice stuff in here too. I'll put a YV by themselves, put Mauler Mythil in case I face a Valen Rudor and Lambda shuttle, or any kind of heavy squadron concentration. And I've got another reason for that as well. And let's throw in Merrick Steel, because he's just all around awesome. And that's 132 points of squadrons right there, so that's about all I can fit. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, there's one thing missing here. There's no intel. And that's okay, because I'm going to put Chirano on this Quasar. So 5 of the squadrons I activate can still move. So I can move Mauler, Merrick, Valen, Zertic. I can save some of these guys with Rogue until the end. And I'm also going to put flight controllers on here, so everybody I activate gets an extra blue die. So Valen gets 3 black and a blue and a reroll for Swarm. My Lambdas will get 2 black and a blue if I do them. If I activate Bosk, he's going to get a ton. You know, it's just insane the amount of squadrons I'm going to activate and give blue dice. So this makes it potentially 6 extra blue dice, so that's pretty cool. And now for the rest of the squadrons, or rest of the ships rather, I'm going to go with 2 Architans. I actually had debated. I was probably going to go with Sloan for this build, but I was, even though she's not perfect because I do have a couple of rogues, but it's still a squadron heavy, and it'll still work. I was thinking about a Gladiator for Sloan, because it does have brace, and I could kind of keep it in the back. It's got a little bit of everything. At long range, it would actually be able to stop a lot of stuff, but it seems almost like a waste. So if I'm going to stay at long range, let's get something that's a little bit better. Let's put 2 Architans on there and a Raider. Raider will also help against squadrons and just about everything. And I got a noisy house today. We got a bunch of kids over, so it's kind of crazy, but it's all right. So one of them I'm going to give TRC. The other one I'm going to run without TRC, and I'm just going to have Sloan on. And I'll try to fly those together. This way, if they go after Sloan, they don't get the extra points of the TRC. And this Raider, I'm going to give Ordnance Experts too. I don't really have the points to give it a whole lot of extra stuff, but Ordnance Experts alone can still be good. I also want to give this one Squall. Now, the cool thing about Squall here is, you basically can get some free moves on squadrons, and if you use the Lambda shuttles on those, you can do strategic. So that's actually pretty cool. You can do like potentially 4. I mean, it would be nice to have a 3rd Lambda in here, but I could potentially get 4 strategic token moves with Squall. So that's actually pretty nice. I really think the Quasar is the highlight of this. I think the rest of the squadron, or the rest of the ships, could be changed up a little bit potentially. But I really like the Architans, and they're just incredibly strong. And if I fly them, together, kind of keeping them away from the enemy fleet, they'll have a hard time closing on the Architans. They can survive a lot of stuff at long range between spinning their evade and then the redirects. And then the squadrons are going to help keep anybody from really closing on them too fast. The Raider can protect them. The Quasar can pretty much be anywhere with the Well, he's going to want to kind of be pretty close, because we won't want to rely on the lambdas for everything, because we're going to have, if we take a squadron token the first turn, we'll be able to hit 6 and using both Chirinu flight controllers with that. It's going to be incredible. Plus we want Squall to work, so the Quasar will have to stay kind of with the squadrons, but I really like disposable capacitors on this guy too, and I'll save that until I have a double arc shot. So that'll be pretty cool. Now let's look at objectives. For objectives for this, I have a lot of squadrons. So there's, but they don't have bomber. So I don't necessarily need, things like precision strike. It's kind of a little bit of a tougher one in this one for the Reds, because none of them are super great. Opening salvo's not super great, although it is still good. Targeting beacons, that's possible. Because I don't have Vader for rerolls on those red dice, so targeting beacons is not bad. But I'm gonna look at the other ones first. We'll go with targeting beacons for now, and then for the yellows, I mean, a lot of these are good. I really like fleet ambush. I'm sorry, not fleet ambush, but hyperspace assault. For being able to drop, you can drop a Quasar in with hyperspace assault and do all kinds of craziness. So that much is fun. I've always liked planetary ion cannon, and fire lanes would actually work here too. A lot of those are going to be very good. I think I'm definitely going to go with salvage run for the blue one though, because this one puts 4 tokens kind of close to me, and I can pull them all back, and I can get easily all of those victory points without any problem there. I think jamming barrier would actually be really fun, because you're going to draw this big line, and I can potentially get my lambdas out to the jamming barrier and extend the range incredibly. So I could even shoot and then activate my squadrons and then extend the barrier to protect my ships that just shot. So I think that would be a lot of fun. I have never actually run jamming barrier yet, but I definitely want to. But this is the build. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. It's 4 activations, which is respectable. Lots of squadrons. In my meta right now, I'm not seeing many squadrons, so a build like this would crush. It just really would. And then after all their squadrons are dead, we've still got a couple of black dice to roll on enemy ships. We've got Bosk, who can potentially have 3 dice on enemy ships. We've got Zertik, who can roll black dice, and then we've got Merrick Steel, who's our awesome bomber, who can guarantee damage on ships. So it's really squadron-centric with some ship tricks and all. There's some threats from the ships as well. So let me know what you think, guys. I'm probably going to do a double Quasar build here pretty soon, but I still am anxious to see our last unspoiled card from Wave 6. So that might change things up a little bit. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make sure you are subscribed and click the little bell for alerts so you can find out when I'm posting giveaway contest results. I'll have another contest coming up next month, so make sure you're subscribed for that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.